Om Shanti. This is the Sakar MURLI of the 9th of September 2023. Essence. Sweet children, this knowledge is not called a fire. Yoga is said to be a fire. It is only by staying in yoga that your sins are burnt away and you become clean and beautiful. Question: which children's quivers, arrow bag, of the intellect are always filled with the arrows of knowledge? Answer: the quivers of the intellect of those who study very well every day and also teach others are always full of the arrows of knowledge. They are the only ones who can serve in the same way as the mother and father, and change thorns into buds and buds into flowers. Those who study well and also teach others are the ones who claim a high status. Song: who has come to the door of my mind with the sound of ankle bells? Om Shanti. The meaning of Om Shanti has been explained to you children. Om means I am a soul. I, this soul, say, my original religion is peace, and I am a resident of the land of peace. I receive these organs here, and so I become talkie. I, a soul, act by taking the support of this, the body. Actions have to be performed through physical organs. The soul asks, who is that and where has he come from? We remember him and then we repeatedly forget him because we don't sit in remembrance of that Father. In other spiritual gatherings, sannyasis and scholars etc. sit in front of you. They would only relate the Vedas, the Upanishads and the Ramayana etc. Intellects of souls would only remember the scriptures. They would start looking at the Guru. Here you know that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, comes. He too is a soul, but he is the Supreme Soul, and he comes and enters this one. You know that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, sits in this one and teaches us easy Raj Yoga. Your intellects don't go to the scriptures or to the bodies. You have to have the faith that you are bodiless souls. The souls are first. A body functions on the basis of a soul. Souls are imperishable. We souls are claiming our inheritance from our unlimited Father. The Father sits here and gives you his own introduction, and the introduction of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the human world. He alone is called the ocean of knowledge. No one else has the knowledge of God or his creation. Rishis and Munis etc. have been saying that God is infinite. They say that the Creator and creation are infinite and that they do not know them. It is said, Father shows Son. The Father would give his introduction to his children. Children would give the Father's introduction to others. Because of not knowing that Father, people say that he is omnipresent. The remembrance of the Father has entered the hearts of you children. It isn't that the Father has entered you. No, you have received the Father's introduction. The Father says, "Now remember me." He doesn't say that he is omnipresent. No. Remember me and your sins will be absolved in the fire of yoga. The Father is the Almighty Authority. By remembering Him, your sins are absolved. Knowledge is not called a fire. Yoga is said to be a fire in which your sins are burnt away. Sins cannot be burnt away by having the remembrance of anyone else. This whole play is based on Bharat. Bharat was like a diamond, and by the end Bharat becomes like a shell. Palaces of diamonds and jewels are built in Bharat. There was so much wealth in the Somnath temple. None of those of other religions can become as solvent as Bharat was. The people of Bharat were very happy. You children have now remembered everything. It is a matter of 5,000 years. That is, you people of Bharat were so wealthy 3,000 years before Christ. Now you are completely insolvent. The government continues to take loans from people. The Unlimited Father sits here and explains this. By following the directions of Sri Sri Shiv Baba, you will become elevated deities of heaven. You have come here to change from human beings into deities. The praise Ek Omkar Sat Nam Karta Purush, the incorporeal, the truth who does everything is only one, belongs to just that one. Death never comes to him. He is the one who changes human beings into deities. He washes the dirty, impure clothes. He makes you souls beautiful with knowledge and yoga. You receive the aim to remember Shiv Baba, and you become very beautiful through this. You souls and your bodies will become beautiful. In fact, Shyam Sundar is your name. In the Golden Age, both souls and bodies are beautiful. In the Iron Age, you become ugly. You become ugly from beautiful, and then beautiful from ugly. You know that that one is not a guru or saint. That one is our supremely beloved Baba, who resides in the supreme abode. He says, when there is defamation of religion, and the people of Bharat become corrupt in their religion and actions, it is then that I come. This too is in the performance of the drama. You become solvent and insolvent. The Father is called knowledgeful, the ocean of knowledge. The ocean of knowledge can only come when devotion comes to an end. When the Sat Guru gives the ointment of knowledge, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. At this time, all are sleeping in the sleep of ignorance, the sleep of Kumbhakarna. They say, O God the Father, but they don't know the Father. The Father comes and explains, now have the faith that you are souls. Souls become impure and then pure. In the Golden Age, souls are pure, and then they take 84 births and become impure. This one didn't know before, but he now knows that this is the last of his many births. He has experienced everything. Surely an experienced body is needed. He has had many gurus, etc. Sri Krishna doesn't need to adopt gurus, etc. This is a maze. They have sat and made up stories with their imagination. You are the elevated decoration of the Brahmin clan. You are God's children. You are doing true service of the yajna here. In fact, you are spiritual social workers, whereas those people are physical. The Father only teaches the spirits. It is souls that study, souls that listen. A soul says, I have become a barrister. The soul says, I am now once again becoming Narayan from an ordinary man. Baba is making me that. That unlimited Baba is everyone's Baba. He is teaching us Raj Yoga. He is incorporeal. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar cannot be called God. They are deities. It is said, salutations to the deity Brahma. When this corporeal one becomes avyakt, a resident of the subtle region, he is called a deity. All of these matters have to be understood and explained. Every day you are told deep things, and so you should listen to them. If you say that you don't have time and you don't listen to them, how would the quiver of your intellect be filled with new arrows of knowledge? Those who study very well and also teach others will claim a high status. Baba and Mama also study and teach others. Those who continue to change thorns into buds and then flowers are the ones who claim a high status. This is very easy. You mustn't be afraid of this. Many people say that this is very difficult or that it is impossible. But how did they become Lakshmi and Narayan? No one knows this. The Father says, I have entered this one. This one has taken the full 84 births. This one didn't know, but I am telling him that he was a master of the land of Sri Krishna. That is now the past. It is as though that was a dream. Whatever act was performed, it has become the past. You know Brahmand, the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the biography of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. You know the biography of Shiv Baba, Lakshmi and Narayan and everyone else. You have all of this knowledge in your intellects. The Brahmin clan is the highest of all. The top knot is a symbol of Brahmins. Shiv Baba is higher than Brahmins. You go through each cycle as Brahmins, deities, warriors, merchants and Shudras. Hum so hum. That which I was, so I will become, applies to you. We were Shudras, then we became Brahmins, and now we will become deities. These are such easy matters. However, to say that I, this soul, am the Supreme Soul, and to call the Father omnipresent, is defamation of the Father. The Father has now come and he explains, Ravan is your oldest enemy of all, and he has made you impure, worth shells. It is said, those who conquer Maya conquer the world. Maya brings many storms and troubles you a lot. You mustn't be afraid of this. You mustn't say, Baba, have mercy. The father would say, just study and have mercy on yourselves. Don't think that you will have long lives through my mercy. It is only the deities who have long lives. You are sitting here in a school. You would say that you are going to a godly college. The Creator of heaven would definitely make you into deities. God speaks. I explain to you the secrets of myself and of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole world. You have to understand the cycle of the world. By spinning the discus of self-realization, you will become kings and queens, rulers of the globe. You definitely have to become pure. Make a promise to the Father, otherwise you will enter the jaws of death. You won't then be able to claim such a high status. You have become ugly by sitting on the pyre of lust. By sitting on the pyre of knowledge, you become beautiful. It is the task of the Father alone to make you children beautiful. He definitely has to come at the confluence age to do this. This is the most elevated age when the meeting between souls and the Supreme Soul takes place. The incorporeal Father has taken this body on loan because he doesn't have a body of his own. No one, apart from that God of knowledge, Gyaneshwar, can open this eye of knowledge. All the pure souls who come then become impure. Everyone has to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. At this time all are impure and all are here. No one has gone back home. You children are now becoming the masters of the world. Shiv Baba says, I am altruistic. I make you into the masters of the world. I have no desire for any fruit, and so I am altruistic. Baba has said, consider yourselves to be souls and sit here in a bodiless stage. We are now going back home, and we will then come back to rule in the golden age. We will shed our bodies, become bodiless, and return home. These bodies have become old. We are now going back home. We claim the kingdom every cycle and then lose it. Baba doesn't give happiness and sorrow. He is constantly the bestower of happiness. Baba has explained that the flames of destruction emerged from this sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Some children have also had visions of that. You will then see with those eyes the things that you have had visions of. You will see in a practical way whatever you have seen in a divine vision. You will then become present in heaven. You are now making effort to go to the land of Sri Krishna. God comes to benefit you devotees and to give you liberation and salvation. So you are receiving the inheritance of heaven from God. There are the two things, knowledge and devotion. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedana. 1. Study knowledge and have mercy on yourself. Don't ask the Father for mercy. Continue to follow the Srimat of the doubly elevated one, Shri Shri. 2. Become a spinner of the discus of self-realization and a conqueror of Maya and a conqueror of the world. Don't be afraid of or confused by Maya. Practice being bodiless. Blessing. May you serve with your mind, words and actions at the same time and become full of success. Whenever you begin to serve in any place, do all types of service at the same time. With your mind, have good wishes. With your words, speak elevated words filled with good wishes to bring them into a relationship with the Father. Then, coming into contact and a relationship with them, you will attract others with your loving and peaceful form. By doing all of these types of service at the same time, you will become filled with success. Let success be merged in every step of your service. Continue to serve with this faith. Slogan: Make pure thoughts the invaluable treasure of your life, and you will then only have thoughts in which there is benefit merged for yourself and others. Om Shanti.